Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Coliseum here at Coaldale Christian. This for our first senior varsity boys game of the year. It's a Deep South matchup between the W.R. Myers Rebels and the host school, the Coaldale Christian Titans. Well, with 4 minutes to go to the jump ball, we'll give you the lineups from both teams. And we'll start with the W.R. Myers Rebels. Here's their players. Number 1, Nixon Cooper. Number 3, Carson Hughes. Number 5, James Horseman. Number 6, Brady Jensen. Number 7, Carson Davis. Number 8, Elias Cooper. Number 11, Keaton Standing. Number 12, Jess Nielsen. Number 15, Dane Den Hollander. Number 30, Tanner Bullock. Number 32, Dane Jensen. Number 33, Benson Leishman. And number 35, Gavin Lepard. The head coach of the Rebels is Dale Nielsen, and the assistant is Ben Nielsen. And they're your W.R. Myers Rebels. And now here are your players from the Coaldale Christian Titans. Number 1, Thaddeus Winkler. Number 4, Dylan Harthorn. Number 5, Darren Mackay. Number 6, Colton Van Dyke. Number 7, Carson Van Raywijk. Number 8, Dimitri Vienendahl. Number 9, Jaden Van Ralte. Number 10, Cody Van Ralte. Number 11, Josiah Visser. Number 12, Wyatt Vienendahl. Number 15, Matt Van Middelkoop. Number 16, Owen Seneker. And number 17, Noah Deek. Titans are coached by Mark Velchersgraff and the assistant, Jeff Van Ralte. Well, those are your lineups for today's game. One update there, Cody Van Ralte, if you look on the camera, he's actually sitting on the bench. He's a grade 10 standout, but just a few weeks ago, he fell and broke his arm, and just this week, had to get a couple of screws put in to hold it in place. So Cody Van Ralte won't be out on the floor today, but he hopes to be back in mid-January to join us, maybe for our home tournament at the end of the season. So as I mentioned, this is a Deep South game. It's a senior varsity boys matchup. In our earlier game tonight, the Titans did win their first game of the season, about a 20-point win over the Rebels. This game here should be close. Both of these teams have been close over the years. Both of them were top teams in the Deep South last year, with the Titans winning the league in 2024. A nice full gym here in Coaldale for this first game of the year. Great to see a nice crowd out and people supporting the boys here. The Titans are the current 2024 1A Boys Provincial Champions. And so this is kind of their start to a new year. They did have a tournament over the weekend in Sterling. They won that tournament. So the Titans 3-0 coming into their first league game of the year. As the teams come out onto the floor, the Rebels will be wearing the black uniforms. They'll be going left to right on your screen. And the Titans will be wearing white, and they'll be going right to left on your screen. Couple of big boys taking the jump ball. Jaden Van Ralte from the Titans, he's got to be 6'4", 6'5". And even taller than him is Leishman from the Rebels. He's got to be 6'7", taking the jump ball, and he wins it easily. Rebels come down for the first offense, and it's Horseman with a nice layup, but it rolls off the other side, and the Titans pick it up. Titans go back the other way. Seneker over to Van Middelkoop, back to Seneker, out to Mackay, and inside to Dimitri. Dimitri folds it back out to Mackay. He does a leaning shot, but it's a little bit heavy. Leishman picks it up, and now it's the Rebels coming out the other way. Horseman up top. He goes over across to Bullock. Bullock tries to go down inside to Leishman. Leishman comes out back out, and they cycle it, but it's stolen. And here's Darren Mackay coming in the left side, goes up strong, and scores it. So Tanner Bullock picking up his first foul for the Rebels, and Darren Mackay scoring the first points of the game, giving the Titans a 2-0 lead. Okay, here I am announcing that. Apparently they didn't give him the basket. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, the Titans are getting it underneath. It's still a 0-0 matchup. So it goes down low to Seneker. He puts up a nice-looking three, but it's a little bit strong, and Nielsen gets the rebound. So the Rebels come back the other way. Titans starting in a 2-3 zone. Looks pretty tight down there. They're going to force the Rebels to take some outside shots early here. Goes inside to Nielsen. Back out top to Bullock. Goes across to Horseman, who drives inside, and he turns it over. Vienendahl with the steal. Now there's some bouncing around, but it turns out that the Titans get the ball after another foul from the Rebels, this time on James Horseman. So the Rebels, a couple of quick fouls, and the Titans now on offense. Seneker over to Van Middelkoop. Titans working it back and forth, now to the high post. Jaden's having some trouble there. Ball almost gets stolen. He rips it back. Van Middelkoop misses the pass on the cut. It's a turnover for the Titans, and now it's going back to the Rebels. Looks like Horseman's going to be the one man for the Rebels tonight, leading the crew. He sends it over to Jensen. It's back over to Horseman. Horseman now inside to Jensen, goes off his leg. Titans with the steal, and it's Van Middelkoop the other way. Goes to the corner. Seneker takes a look at the three-pointer, decides on the 12-footer. It's also a little bit strong. Nice rebound by Jensen. Now it's Horseman. Down to Leishman, back up to Horseman. Little back and forth there. All the way to the corner is Bullock. Rebels now around the top. Jensen on the outside, back to Horseman. They're working it, but they're running out of time on the clock. And so Jensen tries the pull-up jumper fadeaway. It's well short, and now the Titans come back. Mackay from outside for three, and there's your first basket of the game. Mackay, just like his brothers, a wonderful shooter. You leave him open up there, he's going to make that shot a lot of the time. So Titans with the early lead. Rebels come down with a nice offense. Leishman well above everybody with two chances from 10 feet. Can't make it, but Nielsen picks up that rebound and puts it back in and gets the first points of the night for the Rebels. Titans back to Mackay. He thinks about it, goes inside to Van Raalte, who turns it over. Now it's Bullock going the other way. He runs past the basket, spin around jumper. It's Seneker with the rebounds. Titans coming the other way. Now it's Owen doing the 360. Back out to Mackay, who drives left. Again tries to get it into Van Raalte, and again it's a turnover. I think I'd rather see Mackay shoot that open three than try and force it inside for that turnover, especially when we got a couple giants inside. You miss that three, we're going to get nothing but rebounds inside the paint. So Titans with a number of turnovers earlier. It's a low-scoring game. 3 minutes in, it's 3-2. Seneker now up to Mackay, back to Seneker, round to Van Middelkoop. They're working it. Seneker with a nice fake pull-up jumper, misses it. But there's the rebound that we wanted. Dimitri's got springs in those legs, goes way up, gets the rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Jess Nielsen. His first of the game, but the Rebels' third. Dimitri on the line makes his free throw. He's been working hard on his shooting. Last year we joked he jumped like Superman, shot like Lois Lane. He's starting to shoot a lot more like Superman too now. Two beautiful free throws, and giving the Titans a 5-2 lead very early in this Deep South matchup. Rebels go around. It's Nielsen down to Leishman. He tries a three-pointer. The big man's also a shooter. It misses. Cooper, Nixon Cooper picks up that rebound, goes to a jump ball, and so it's going to go to Black. I kind of thought Black won the jump ball. Maybe I missed a jump ball between now and then. Refs giving the big guys inside a warning. He hasn't given the ball yet, and they're just going after it. And so kind of a scrum before the whistle. There's Cooper. He goes outside to Hollander. Goes back to Cooper. He hits the first three of the game for the Rebels, and we got us a tie ball game, 5-5, 4 minutes into the game. Then Middlecoop turns it over. This is Jensen. Pump fake, misses the layup. Cooper inside with the rebound, and he scored 5 straight, giving the Rebels their first lead of the game. Titans now coming back. They're having to play against this 2-3 zone as well repeatedly. And now Seneca's on the board. He missed his first few, but maybe he's finding his range. Seneca, a wonderful shooter, works hard on his game. And again, you'd think that 10-footer is going to fall a lot of the time. Jensen tries to force it in, but it's turned over. Van Middlecoop to Dimitri Veenendaal, and he goes with a tomahawk, throwing it down with authority, putting the Titans back on top 9-7. He had to be careful he didn't hit his head on the rim on that one. He was up there. So that was Den Hollander with the three-pointer. It's just a little off the mark. Titans come the other way. Turnovers being a bit of a problem. Last night we had our girls' first game, and in that game, turnovers were the story of the night. And now 5 minutes in, it's the story of the game for the male Titans as well. So Velchesgraf calls a timeout. He's seen enough of those turnovers, and he wants to see a few more shots and a few less forced passes. 9-7, 5:09 left to play in the first quarter. Well, tonight Mason Berriman is our cameraman beside me here. We got a new camera up on the wall. We're waiting for the joystick and controllers to come in, and so he's running it with a remote here tonight. So if the camera's a little late on occasion, please give him a bit of a break. He's running the left and right with a bit of a remote here, but he's been doing a great job. He already did the JV game. And so he's here tonight volunteering. In a couple years, we'll see him out on the floor throwing down a few big dunks right beside the Veenendaal brothers. So let's get back to the action here. Once again, it's Cooper taking the ball up. He scored the last 5 here for the Rebels. He's passing it around. Ball goes back out to Cooper. Nice looking three-pointer, but it doesn't fall. Then Middlecoop picks up the rebound, goes to Seneca. He drives inside, tries to go over top of Den Hollander, but that doesn't happen. Thankfully, it was checked out of bounds. So now the Titans going with the basic line, hoping to throw it up high to Veenendaal. Instead, they go outside to Van Middlecoop, down to Seneca. Nice looking three, in and out. It does not fall. And so Jensen, going the other way, drives in, has to change his shot. But it was a nice looking layup, and he makes the game a 9-9. Then Middlecoop was going to cut in at the same moment. Seneca thought he would throw it out, and with that miscommunication, another turnover for the Titans. So a stop there. We accidentally went to a shorter reset. We got to go to the 24 reset. So the shot clock's back now. And it's Den Hollander that's going to inbounds the ball for the Rebels. Okay, here we go. It's Cooper up top. He goes to Leishman. Back around to Davis just in the game. He takes his first shot. Davis, I think, played in the JV game, had a pretty good match there. Titans coming the other way, working it around. Mackay wide open, and it is just smooth as silk. Wonderful three-pointer from Mackay, giving the Titans a 3-point lead here with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Going around the top now, Den Hollander over to Jensen inside. There's a rebound. Titans pick it up, and Seneca's going the other way. Back to Van Middlecoop. Seneca around. We've seen that a lot. This time they get it into Jaden. I like that. They move Jaden from the high post to the low post, And when you get somebody 6'5", 6'6" in that position with a nice little curl shot, that's going to be trouble. So Jensen drives in, picks up his own rebound, goes into a jump ball with Venralte, but this time it's going to be Titans ball. Now Jensen's going to take a break. Nielsen back into the game. Here come the Titans. Seneker up that wing, trying to push the other side, trying to make this 2-3 zone shift. And they do it. There you go. That time, Mackay was a little off balance, and so didn't get quite the shot that he was hoping for. Another three-point attempt, this time from Seneker. He points right away to Mackay. If those two start feeding off each other, there could be a lot of opportunities for a lot of points here tonight. You've got a team like the Rebels staying in that tight 2-3, and they're not going to shift. We're going to see a lot of three-pointers going down for the Titans. Now, Rebels with the spread, 4 guys outside. Leishman over to Den Hollander, over to Davis, who puts up the three-pointer as the time runs out, just gets a piece of rim. Seneker saves another, I thought he was going to save a turnover, and it goes off his hand and out of bounds. So way too many turnovers for the Titans early in this matchup, but they are scoring all right still. Into the game is Josiah Visser. Up top, Cooper, into Nielsen, back over to Cooper. He drives inside, feeds it out to Horseman, who goes down the other side into Davis. Now Leishman puts up the shot. Davis picks up the rebound, tries to put it back up, but gets fouled. And so it's Davis that is going to the line for 2. Carson Davis at the line makes his first, and he's got one more, trying to cut the Titans' lead to 6. Oh, was a little flippy with his hands there, but it went off the back of the rim about 8 feet up and went in. So nice free throw shooting. Titans with another turnover. Cooper goes the other way and makes him pay. You gotta hate that when you make a turnover and the other team about 3 seconds later turns it into 2 points. There's Josiah. He's got to shoot that ball. Like I just said, if the Rebels are in a 2-3 zone and you go pass, and they haven't shifted, and you have an open 3, that's the whole idea. Take that shot. Goes back up top to Mackay. He had the rhythm there, but came up a little bit short, and so the Rebels get the rebound. Turn the other way. Seneker with a beautiful steal. He's all alone, lays it in for a free 2. It's back to a 6-point Titans lead, 19-13, with 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Now the Rebels outside. Cooper to Leishman. Back up top to Horseman. Horseman drives in, tries the left hand, but it comes up short, and Wienendahl gets the rebound. Outlet, Seneker into Mackay, pull up 10-foot jumper. I think Mackay's starting to feel it. He really wants that ball. He's so athletic when he tries to get open there. Horseman to Leishman, back to Horseman. I think the Titans are happy when the tallest guy on the Rebels team spends a lot of time out at the three-point line. But he's clearly a guy that has good hands, that can play outside, he can play inside. Benson Leishman seems like a real athlete. Well, now it's Dale Nielsen that wants to talk to the Rebels and maybe make a few changes in the plans. Finds himself down 8 points with a minute left to go in the first, and he'd like to see a few things change up here. 21-13, 58 seconds in the first quarter here in Coaldale Christian. Well, during the timeout, I was checking some scores around the league there. The Oilers and Blue Jackets are tie at 1 after one period of play. The Flames are trailing the Blues 2-1 at the end of the first. But the most exciting news is that the Montreal Canadiens beat the Predators 3-0. So they're on a 2-game winning streak with Laine back in the lineup. The Canadiens are undefeated, and he's scored in every game that he's played. So the Canadiens looking like they're on their way to a Stanley Cup final this year. I think everybody is feeling that way. Well, as we get back to the game there, it was Veenendaal that missed a little 5-foot jumper, and now it's the Rebels coming the other way. Jensen in the corner, he comes back around, it goes to Davis, up top to Horseman. Again, they're in trouble on the shot clock, so Davis puts up a quick one, and the rebound goes to Nielsen, who misses about an 8-footer. Titans finally pick up the rebound, they go the other way, trying to push it outside. Mackay, I told you this guy was feeling it. And he just can't get it up. You leave him open, he's going to make it rain. 6 seconds left. Up top, it's Horseman outside. Goes down into Jensen. He makes 3. A very important 3-point play from Dane Jensen to end the first quarter and bring the Rebels back to 8 points. After 10 minutes of play, it's the Titans 24 and the Rebels 16. Well, during the timeout, we gave you the scores from around the NHL. While we're waiting here now, we'll provide you another service with a movie review. Earlier today, the students from Coaldale Christian went down to the movie mill and watched the film Bonhoeffer. If you haven't seen it, it's a great film. You got to head down and see that. It's playing at the movie mill. It gives a detailed account of the life of Dietrich Bonhoeffer, someone who during World War II stood up for the church there and against Hitler, standing for what was right and calling the church to action in a time of need. So very inspiring film. If you need something to do this weekend, head out and see Bonhoeffer at the movie mill. Well, now back to the action. A wonderful play there. Bullock fed the ball right inside to Standing, but Standing missed the layup. Titans turn it over quickly. It comes back to the Rebels, and they do the same favor. Goes right off Bullock's hands and out of bounds, but it looks like the ref's going to give it right back to him. So it's going to be Rebels ball underneath. Leishman asking for it inside. Instead, it goes out to Horseman, who does a little bit of a leaner. There's Leishman, picks up the rebound. Visser's going to have trouble. Leishman's a big guy. Visser's a strong kid, but he's not 6'7". And so Leishman puts that up, turns around, and Visser fouls him. Not a bad foul, right? It was going to be an easy 2, and now Leishman's got to make 2 from the line. So not a bad play at all from Josiah there, missing that defensive board. So Benson Leishman makes his first. Very nice touch for a big man. Nice release. Nice high finish. He does miss the second, and Veenendaal picks it up. And so now it's Seneca driving to the corner, goes inside to Veenendaal. He goes way above the rim and lays it up softly. Nice 2 points for him there. 26-17 Titans. Here's Horseman up top. He goes to Bullock. Bullock does the 12-foot pull-up jumper. It's a little bit left. Titans get the rebound. Visser up to Seneca. Rebels are doing a good job getting back. The Titans are not getting a lot of transition. Well, Mackay came to play tonight. He makes several threes. Now they got to step out on him. And so he just does that quick drop step, gets to the basket, makes it. And so now we got a 11-point lead, the largest lead of the Titans on the night. And he's shooting to finish the three-point play, which he does. What a beautiful release Mackay has. Now for the Rebels, here's Horseman. He gives it to Jensen, who comes around. Over the top to Bullock. Bullock back to Jensen, who pulls up for three. He had to double clutch it, but he still got it there. It was actually a little bit heavy. Titans stretch it up the side. Here's Seneca again. This time he actually got fouled on that three. It was missed, but that made the shot way off. Leishman gets a rebound, pulls it up in the front court, goes outside to Bullock, who makes three. We're back to single digits at Bullock. As Bullock makes a nice three-pointer. Now Seneca's up top. Visser driving the baseline inside to Veenendahl. He goes for the dunk, but he just can't put it down. Good for him to go for it. Gets his own rebound, gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line for two. So the foul's on Keaton Standing. Keaton Standing. We're just having a few issues with the camera here, so we're trying to figure it out. Bear with us here. Sorry about that, folks. Like I said, we're just trying to get used to this new camera. It's running off a remote, and sometimes that remote isn't turning it. We're hoping to have a keyboard and some controls pretty soon here. So, as we get back to the game here, it's an 11-point lead for the Titans, and it's Rebels ball with Bullock passing it in. He goes up top to Standing, over to Cooper. Cooper back to Standing. He tries 3 points. It's Leishman with the rebound right inside the key. Turnaround fadeaway jumper. Not sure how you stop that. Well, yeah, I know how you stop it. You get the rebound, so he doesn't get it. But Leishman with a nice basket. Now McKay drives in. Yeah, it was a nice hand check by Jensen, who knocks it out of his hands. And so when Mackay lands, he takes an extra step, and it's a travel. So, Rebels on a bit of a run here, hoping to cut that Titans lead down. Up top, it's Cooper. He's going across to Jensen. Jensen drives in. A nice sweeping hook shot, and he brings them within 7. Now Mackay takes it into his own hands. His layup's a little heavy, but Veenendahl's there to take out the garbage, and he effectively puts that back in for an easy 2. Here's Jensen again. Jensen up top to, sorry, I thought he was going to throw it to Bullock. Instead, it's a turnaround jumper, which he misses. Veenendahl gets the rebound. He's spinning around dramatically and draws the foul. Keaton Standing got a little greedy, reached in, and took the foul. So that's his second of the game. In this quarter, it's the Rebels' third foul. All right, here come the Titans. Noah Deakin for the Titans now, back around. There's Josiah driving in. Again, pass. You're open on the 3, got to shoot that ball. Titans ball underneath, Van Rolte inbounding. Goes way up top to Veenendahl. Veenendahl goes up, he gets fouled. Oh boy, that's on Keaton Standing again. Okay, so they called it on 12. Jess Nielsen, he's confused, but he's actually doing a huge favor. He doesn't want Keaton Standing to get his third, and so he dispersed it a little bit, and so that's a veteran ref move there. I don't mind that play at all. Dimitri's on the line. missed his first, and he makes the second one. So we're at a double-digit lead again, 34-24. Cooper now up top. He gives the ball to Jensen. Jensen swings it around to Bullock, back up top to Jensen, over to Cooper. Boy, they're swinging it around. One too many passes, and McKay comes in and just about had it swiped out of his hand, but he does score it. I'd like to know how many Mackay has tonight. He really has been lighting it up. So that's Jensen driving in. He draws the foul. Foul's on Veenendaal. It's his first, no problem there. And so Dane on the line to shoot two. Dane Jensen puts the first one up, and it's good. Second shot's a little heavy, but Nielsen's inside, gets the rebound, and he tries to do a leaner, and this time it's Josiah Visser. Quite frankly, I think it was the same play where it may have been on somebody else, but we'll take the second man in there just to make sure he doesn't get two quick ones. Jess Nielsen on the line. Misses his first one, but makes the second one. Seneker back in the game. Josiah Visser doing a great job in relief there. It's an athletic grade 11 kid. He's going to be amazing over the next 2 years. Now Noah Duke over to Mackay, back this way. There we go. So you could rewind that one. Seneker drives in, makes Darren Mackay's defender just take one step off of him, feeds him out, gives him the time he needs for that three-pointer. So if Seneker can do that, generate scoring chances from outside for Mackay, that's going to be real trouble for the Rebels all night. But not too big of a problem because Cooper out there knows how to shoot. Nixon Cooper, you leave him alone, he's going to make you pay just like Mackay. Veenendaal inside goes strong, then Ralte with a hard-working rebound that gets it knocked out of his hand on the way down. Now it's Jensen pushing it out the other way. He goes up top to Cooper. Cooper goes all the way around. He gives it to Bullock. And so Bullock now is swinging back and forth. He goes over to Standing back to Cooper. I'm going to say, what's Cooper waiting for? The kid's hot from out there. From way downtown now. Bullock had to take that three-pointer as time was running out. Should have totally... Oh! Okay, sorry for yelling in the microphone. I thought Mackay had just missed a layup, but in comes Veenendaal from the stratosphere with the face dunk. Insane. The crowd was on its feet. Everybody was excited. But the Rebels come down, and Nixon Cooper just settles him down with a three-pointer, and now a steal. Feeds it over to Bullock, who goes inside. So you would think the excitement from the dunk would have sparked the Titans to a run. Instead, the Rebels respond with 5 straight points. That amazing alley-oop dunk has inspired the Rebels, and here they come again. Bullock, stretch pass, hits Jensen's foot. Not sure why that wasn't a kickball. Maybe because it went right back to the Titans. Titans bringing it up. Seneker says, settle down. Come on, boys, let's settle in here now. Seneker swings it to the corner, inside to Veenendaal. He's not moving Nielsen anytime soon. So he spins it out to Seneker. Seneker is a little quick on his release, and it comes up a little short. Deke with another turnover out there. I think he's getting a little tired. Noah played the whole first JV game, and now he's out there again. Well, Dane Jensen makes a three for the Rebels. What was a 12-point lead is now a 4-point lead, and the Titans are looking tired. Deke with a third turnover there. And now he needs a break. He's just had a little too much basketball tonight. He was so good in that JV game. I don't remember him turning it over. Now he's got a little less hop in his step. Now here come the Rebels. It's Cooper up top once again. He passes it off to Jensen. Jensen back to Cooper, inside to Leishman. Leishman goes all the way back up top to Jensen, who tries to drive it. He does a looping hook shot that goes over top of the backboard and grabs his head in vain, wishing he hadn't put that one up for the crowd to see. Seneca now for the Titans, out to Mackay. Pass, pass, pass. This time it's to Van Middelkoop. One more out there. Seneca, oh, I thought he was going to open up Mackay again. Maybe he did. Oh, nice Jaden. Jaden Van Raalte, great position with a putback basket. He's been looking for that one a lot tonight. Nice to see him get it. That might settle the Titans back in. Jensen up top. He goes outside. He does it to Den Hollander, down to Nielsen, inside to Leishman, back to Nielsen, outside. Now Cooper has it. Shot clock again counting down, and Veenendahl with 3 seconds on the shot clock bails out the Rebels and takes the foul. You hate to see that. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They're in desperate trouble, and now suddenly you're picking up your second foul. And Velchesgraaf says, you know what, you need a break. I don't need you with 3 fouls in the first half. So poor 2-3 zone coverage there for the Titans coming in. Leishman with the easy 2. We're back to a 5-point game. Visser inside to Van Raalte. Back outside to Van Middelkoop. He goes back outside. Seneca with the 3-pointer. Again, a little problem with the footwork, front and back. Shot's a little short. It was a good-looking shot. Now Rebels coming up. Nixon Cooper. Kids put in a lot of minutes. Done a great job leading for the black squad. Cooper now up top. Hands it off to Den Hollander. He feeds it back to Cooper, who has to dive out of bounds to save it. Goes inside to Jensen, over to Leishman. Leishman pulls it up, comes up a little bit short. Nice rebound by Matt Van Middelkoop. Worked hard on defense and saved that rebound there. Now Mackay out to Van Middelkoop. I like that so much better. So when Owen looks back at this tape and he looks at his footwork between the last shot and that one, he's going to see a positive step in, shooting hand about 2 or 3 inches in front of his non-shooting foot, and a beautiful release. Nice job, Owen Seneca. Well, outside now, it's Jensen. He's inside, back out to Cooper, over to Jensen. He tries 3. It was looking good, and the other Jensen gets the rebound inside, but can't put it back. So the Titans get away with one there, and they come down again. So here they're coming, they're trying to make this zone shift. Back outside. So I don't like that call at all. He called 3 in the key on Jaden, but he's not even involved in the play, and he's standing on the other side of the key. I'm not sure I like that. Then you take your whistle out of your mouth and say, move out of the key, 9, and keep the game going. But that's what he's calling. And instead, the Rebels come down. Jensen makes up for his missed layup with a 12-foot bank, keeping the Rebels in touch, only down 5. I think this quarter, the Rebels are up as the Titans were up by double digits at the break there. Then Middelkoop drives the baseline. That's always trouble. Gets touched by the Rebels and goes out of bounds. And now it's Visser inbounding it for the Titans. Oh, so Darren Mackay with the unconventional behind-the-head pass ends up cycling around to Van Middelkoop, who goes to the hoop. Jensen's hoop hunting, turns it over to Seneca. Titans, are they going to decide for the last shot? Looks like they're going to go for the last shot here. So Velchesgraaf didn't like that. Okay, you got to make a decision, Titans. If you're going to go for the last shot, set it up and take the last shot. Don't panic for 20 seconds. Okay, they got 9 seconds. In a perfect world, they're going to take a shot with about 3 seconds left. So if they miss it, they get a second chance. Now's the time. And they get a good shot off. Well done. They take a shot with 2 seconds left. You'd like it to be a second earlier for a chance to the rebound, but with that kind of time, you don't give the Rebels a chance to get that second one. So a good way to finish the half. So after 2 quarters of play, we got us a tight match here in the first game of the 2024-2025 Deep South League, and it's 46-41 for the Coaldale Christian Titans.
Hey, Mason. Mason. Hey, no, here, Mason. Can you ask Cade to text me the score sheet? And then get me a water out of the fridge there.
Well, we have a little bit of time here, and so we're going to give you the scorers from the first half. For the Rebels, it was Nixon Cooper with 13, Carson Davis with 2, Jess Nielsen with 3, Dane Jensen with 13, and Benson Leishman with 5. So the Rebels have 5 people on the score sheet. For the Titans, it was Darren Mackay leading all scorers. He had 19. Dimitri Vienendahl had 13. Noah Seneker 10, and Jaden Van Ralte 4. So the Titans with only 4 players on the score sheet. A little bit concerning, but a reasonable amount of points. 46-41 for the Titans. And we're 4 minutes away from the second half. Well, as the teams finish up their halftime shooting and head back to their benches for some last-minute instructions before the second half of this Deep South game, I was just checking out the scores, and it looks like the Oilers are opening it up. They've got a 3-1 lead over the Blue Jackets, so the Oilers starting to look a little more like the Oilers of last year. And the Flames and the Blues are tied at 2. There's 12:05 left in the second period there, and the Flames and the Blues tie at 2. So sounds like the better action is here tonight at the Coliseum in Coaldale. Certainly a lot more scoring tonight here, as the Titans lead the Rebels 46-41 as we head into the third quarter.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Okay, Rebels have possession of the ball to start this second half of the basketball game. Up top again, we got James Horseman running the show. He drives it a little bit left, over to Bullock, drop pass inside to Nielsen, down to Leishman, tries about a 12-foot baseline jumper. It's a little bit strong, and it just bounces right out of bounds there. Horseman had a chance at it, but he must have thought a Titan defender had touched it. So now the Titans come back. It's Mackay to Seneker. Seneker starts with a nice three. That was obviously a drawn-up play. Seneker going from his home one position, drops down to the corner for the three. Coach Velchesgraf taking credit for that one. Now the Rebels up top. Horseman back over to Leishman. Leishman down to Bullock. Bullock puts up a nice looking three. Jensen picks up the rebound, and Veenendahl swats it away. He's had several blocks here tonight. Seneca drives, tries to give the pass there to Jaden, but that pass was a little bit low. You like to see that pass come up under the foot-hand advantage right into that player's numbers. So a little more aggressive pass there needed from Seneca. Van Ralte comes down hard. Instead, Seneca goes with a nice-looking three. It's just a hair heavy, and the Rebels have the rebound. Here comes Jensen up the far side. He goes back up top. The Horseman. Horseman takes his shot, misses it, and the rebound gets knocked out of bounds. Now Van Middelkoop to Seneca. Seneca here to Mackay. He's coming right down to the spot. I think we got something going here. Someone diagrammed a play. Mackay pulls up for the three. It comes up short. Titans going with 4 3-point shots to start the second half. We might see a change in strategies. There's Veenendahl with another block inside, adding to his stats. He's got to be close to a triple-double. Goes outside. I don't know how many times that's happened tonight, but Bullock has had to take that deep three as time runs out on the clock. I'd like to see him have a little more time to take that. Darren Mackay now outside, into Veenendahl. He tries to drive. He gets held out by a strong play by Horseman. Van Middelkoop drives. Now he's back out to Mackay. Pulls up for that. We did not deserve that. Darren lost the handle, pulls it up in the air, still releases it nice, and it drops. Beautiful play. Leishman, also a nice pull-up jumper that looked good, but that one doesn't fall. Suddenly, the Titans are up 10 again. Down to Seneca. This time he makes it. And so very quickly, the Rebels want a timeout. A nice run by the Titans early here in the second half, and the Rebels want to stop and talk about it. So Seneca moving from that one position down and through. I'd actually like to see him cut down and come around Van Ralte in there, but I know that takes a little bit of time, especially when they're not coming out. I guess if that wing comes out, you force it into Van Ralte. Whatever it is, we've got 6 points from that corner where we had none from there in the first half. 54-41 for the Titans. 7:35 left in the third quarter. So Dale and Ben, the Nielsen coaching team, veteran staff out there for the Rebels. A good timeout. Wants to get the Rebels back on track early in the second half. Forcing the ball up now with some speed is Horseman. He goes all the way to the baseline. Comes around top to Cooper. If I was Cooper, I'd shoot that. The kid's a great shooter. Over to Jensen. Jensen gets himself in some trouble. And there's that same call. Well, he's calling it both ways. Leishman on the other side of the floor, away from the play, gets called for that 3 in the key. Again, I prefer the ref take the whistle out of his mouth and say, move over, buddy. Anyway, Van Middelkoop from outside, a good-looking shot. It's just a little heavy. And Jensen with the rebound. And so he comes down the other way. Now up top, it's Horseman to Cooper. Cooper on the cycle. They're running the Harlem Globetrotter around the top. Goes inside now to Leishman. Feeds it outside to Cooper. And he puts up that three-pointer, and it's a little strong. Jensen, he's got a lot of offensive board. Touches another one. Saves it. Gets it to Horseman, who drives in for a beautiful slashing layup. Goes up top to Van Middelkoop, back to Seneker, to Mackay. Here's Seneker opening it up. We've talked about this. Just lost the handle a little bit, but Mackay comes in to make a 12-footer. Seneker and Mackay got a bit of a bromance going tonight. Great working relationship, feeding each other some beautiful passes. Rebels drive in, Leishman picks up the rebound, and Veenendaal has got his third. So you don't like to see that. Veenendaal doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. It wasn't a strong foul, that's for sure, but like it or not, he's got 3 on the board, and we still got 14 minutes to play. So Veenendaal's going to have to clean it up here as we finish out this game. Leishman misses his first, but he's going to get a chance to redeem himself on the second. And Benson misses that second one. Earlier when I said he was a good free throw shooter, I gave him a bit of bad luck there, I think. He's missed his last 2 or 3. So, Thaddeus Winkler in the game for the Titans drives the sideline, and he draws the foul from James Horseman. That's also Horseman's third. Seneker on the cut goes down, looks like he's hurt. Mackay says, well, while you recover, I'm going to go in and score 2 more. Mackay had 19 in the first half. He's got to have 6 already. So he's got 25 of the 58 points of the Titans. Mackay showing some of that grade 12 leadership. Horseman, 12-footer, misses it. Fight over the rebound. It goes to the Titans. Mackay got trapped in midair, makes a late pass, but it just goes off the hand. I don't know if it was Davis or Horseman, but that keeps it in the possession of the Titans. Ref wants the ball underneath. Josiah Visser inbounding. Oh. Yeah, bit of confusion there on the inbounds plays. Darren was getting ready to cut. Visser thought he already had, and he ends up going over and back. So it's going to be Rebels ball in the front court. And in that instance, they're only going to get 14 on the shot clock because they get possession in the front court. Horseman down to Cooper. Cooper looking at the baseline, thought he was going to get trapped, instead goes into Leishman, who easily goes over top of everybody, gets his own rebound, and now draws a foul. So Winkler gets on the score sheet, but it's with a foul underneath. And just like Visser in the first half, that's a good foul. That guy's going to make that 2-foot shot, and instead you send him to the line and you make him make 2. So Leishman now back on track. He makes that first free throw. He's going to get 1 more. And he misses the second. Mackay with the rebound, pauses a half second. Now he turns and goes down to Visser. Visser tries the 3-pointer. Beautiful looking shot. Just a hair flat. And the Rebels get the rebound. Horseman tries to force it inside. Turns into a turnover. Visser picks it up. Goes outside to Seneker. Seneker driving the left side. He's going to go back up top to Visser. Swing it over to Mackay. Over to Winkler. Mackay now drives the middle. Oh, must have been knocked out of his hand. With a bit of a turnover. Van Raalte, a nice pickup. Turns it into a jump ball, and it's Titans ball. So Van Raalte giving the Titans an extra possession here. And in kind of a sneaky way, the Titans are suddenly up 14 points. So Jaden goes up for it. Horseman reaches in, takes his 4th foul of the night. He's not going to be happy with that one. Oh, all right, they gave that one to Leishman. We talked about it earlier, right? Sometimes a veteran official, when there's 2 guys going in there and he knows one guy's in a little bit of trouble and he wants the game settled on the court, he'll look across the key. Now, there's also a good chance I just missed the foul and I'm making stuff up now, but to me, I thought that foul should have been on Horseman. But anyway, after that miss, it's Rebels ball coming down. Jensen, the hardest working player on the floor in my mind, drives in again, misses it, but the Titans pick it up. Mackay stretches it all the way down to Seneker with his 4th 3 from there. He points over to Mackay. Thanks for the assist. A beautiful release, a nice 3-pointer there for Seneker. Rebels are going to have to figure that out. Leishman, I really like that kid. Going up strong but can't finish. Thaddeus Winkler goes to the hoop, tries to swing it across to Seneker, but it goes off Cooper's foot. It's going to be white ball underneath. Another chance for Visser in the corner. This time it's a nice inbounds play to Seneker, over top to Mackay. Mackay goes back to Seneker. Now they're trying to swing it. The Rebels now forced to come out of that 2-3, playing a little man defense. I'm not sure the Titans realized it on that offense. Here's Jensen coming in hard. It's a good shot, and he attracts the foul. So Winkler again had the hands on the body. The ref didn't like it. And this time it's Jensen to the line for 2. So the coaches taking turns not liking what they see on the floor. Titans had a nice run, had a 14-point lead, and now Velchesgraff just wants to make sure things are heading in the right direction. It's a key point in the game. They're almost up 20 points, and they want to keep it that way. So it's 62-44, Titans lead the W.R. Myers Rebels. And as we come back to the game, it's Dane Jensen on the line. He's got 2 shots. As I said earlier, I think he's the hardest working player on the floor right now. Really runs hard, really works hard, picks up a lot of offensive boards, and really goes to the hoop well. He's picking up a lot of points. There's Leishman right over top of Van Raalte. Jaden's not going to be happy with that one. He's going to have to bang that body and get him off, but Leishman goes up strong. Now they're a man defense. Turnover by the Titans. In hard is Horseman. Does the favor back, but Cooper picks it back up. There inside is Jensen with another offensive board. He's not going to stop. And so Jensen with 2, Rebels trying to get a run with this pressure defense that they've gone to. The Titans making a lot of 3-pointers outside, so the Rebels say, okay, we're going to go after it. Now Van Raalte tries to return the favor to Leishman, but he's having none of it and swats the ball out of bounds, sending a lucky souvenir for a lucky fan in the deep section of the Titans bleachers. Leishman is starting to feel it here tonight. he's establishing himself with a great offensive play and now a great defensive block. I guess it's a little easier when Veenendahl is on the bench. Now Visser on the sideline. He goes all the way across to Mackay with a dangerous pass that turns into a 2-on-1, and Horseman goes in for the easy layup. The Rebels have done that so often tonight. When the Titans have a turnover, they turn it into a transition and 2 points within 2 seconds. Okay, Seneker drives in, comes up short with his roller. Now he gets it back. He's outside. He goes to Mackay. Mackay now calls for the swing. Puts his fist up to ball to go left. He drives in, leans, gets knocked away. He wanted the foul. He's not going to get it. And again, Leishman comes down. I thought he got fouled, but instead it's a check ball. And the Titans are now coming back. Titans have to be careful. They had almost a 20-point lead. That's dwindled to 12. So Seneker makes 3. When we go back to the replay, I'm not sure if that toe was on the line, but it's 3 on the board. Seneker on fire here in the second half. 15 points from outside the line. Horseman, not to be outdone, puts one up himself, keeps it at 12 points. Visser runs the floor. Good for him. He has to throw it up to the moon to get over the Jolly Green Giant, and he scores it. Well done, Visser. A running, rolling shot to get 2. Cooper outside for the Rebels. He passes it to Den Hollander. Tries to go down to Leishman, but it's turned over. Now Winkler up the right side. Drives it, feeds it out to Josiah for 3, and it's good! The Titans answer the call. It was almost down to single digits. Now they got it back up to 17. Outside, Den Hollander, he tries 3. It's a little bit heavy. Titans immediately the other way. Owen spins. Everything was pretty until the turnover. That's the second bounce pass that's come in a little low to the receiver. It's got to bounce 3/4 of the way to the receiver and get up into his numbers. Little stronger pass. All right, here comes Myers up the side. Jensen. Back up top to Horseman. Horseman drives inside. Jensen tries to get in, but there's no room there. So Horseman has to make a move. Does a little pull-up jumper. Well, on the score sheet, it's going to be Jensen for 2, but everybody knows it was Jess Nielsen. Go with the touch rebound, knocking it over to him, who should get credit to that. Owen forced that 3 a little bit. That one was a little bit right. And here comes the Rebels the other way. Titans getting lucky with a bit of a beautiful spin move. A little dazzle from Mackay, and he leans it in for 2. Well, Mackay doing the 2-step as he drives in for a beautiful layup. Nielsen to Horseman. There's that same play I've been talking about. Time running out. Bullock forced to take a 3-pointer. I like his shot when it's not forced, but he 4 or 5 times has had to force that 3 just to get a shot off, and that hasn't worked out for them. So with 10 minutes left to play here in Coaldale, it's the Titans 72 and the Rebels 55. What are they pointing at the rim? Well, as we get to the start of the fourth quarter here, with the Titans leading by 17, once again it's the Rebels that'll start the play action here in the fourth quarter. Up top is Horseman. He feeds it outside to Bullock. This time he has the open three. It's a little bit long, and Den Hollander gets a hand on that rebound. Then it's knocked out by the Titans, so Den Hollander is going to be inbounding the ball for the Rebels. Ref wants 14 on the shot clock. He gets it. And so the Rebels go outside. Horseman down to Bullock. He tries to force it inside. Veenendaal, who's back in the game. He's got some foul trouble. 3, I guess not bad for the start of the fourth quarter. He's back in. Now the Titans trying to attack. It's Van Raalte up top. Seneker was going to throw it into Jaden, but he had turned, so he double clutches and turns it over, but makes up for it at the other end. Oh, what an athletic play by Bullock. One hop save, goes off the wall. He gets it into Jensen, who's coming the other way. Well, we got a turnover fest here. 5 turnovers in a row. This isn't looking like the kind of basketball we want to finish this game. Seneker takes a swipe to the nose, no call. And so Mackay drives in, goes inside to Veenendaal. He tries to lay it in with a strong move, but that's off the rim. A little bit of chaos here in the gym. A lot of action, a lot of down. There's another turnover. Somebody's got to settle this thing down. So Bullock gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be Titans, both coaches, saying settle down. Let's get this game back under control. So Seneker into the high post. Van Raalte now back out to Mackay. Mackay drives right, goes left. Tries to create room for Seneker, but he didn't cycle quite fast enough. Now he goes back to Mackay, out to Seneker. He's going to take the deep 3. It was online, but it was a little heavy. Horseman gets the rebound, turns it over as fast as he can. Then it goes back to Mackay, who drives in. Just got it caught on the way up. Defense touched it, threw it off. Rebels with another turnover. Boy, the Rebels are not going to be happy with the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter here, turning over 4 or 5 times in short order. Visser outside to Seneker. He tries to make him pay. Van Raalte with the put-back jumper. Nice. Puts them up 19. Almost their largest lead of the game. Down to Jensen. Over to Horseman. He drives inside. To Den Hollander, out to Bullock, back to Den Hollander, inside now to Nielsen for the 10-footer. Nice looking shot, but it doesn't fall. Titans take it. Mackay pushes it up. Seneker wasn't looking. Mackay doesn't know what's going on. Apparently there was a different play called, some confusion. So Visser goes off. Then Middlecoop back in the game. Titans sticking with their 2-3 zone. Rebels with a 1-pass shot from Horseman. His 3 doesn't fall. Titans coming back the other way. Owen Seneker, 3 points. Could be his 6th of this second half. Seneker taking care of the scoring. We talked last night during the girls' game, and we said that at the 1A level, guys and girls, pretty much any time you get to 75, 80 points, you're going to win that game. Also, in contrast to that, if you can hold another team to 75 or less, well, there's also a good chance you're going to win that game. And so here tonight, with the Titans already at 80 and then holding the Rebels to 57, there's a good chance they're going to put a W on the board. Well, now the coaches like what they've seen. It took a bit for the Titans to get rolling. Now they're opening it up. And so Titans up 82-57, opening it up with just 6:26 left on the clock. Well, checking those NHL scores, I see the Oilers up 5-2, and the Blues and the Flames still tie at 2. .626 left in the first game of the Deep South 2024-2025 season for the Rebels and the Titans. If you ever want updates on the league, you can go online to deepsouthsports.ca, deepsouthsports.ca. There you'll find scores, you'll find the score sheet from this game, you'll find stats, you'll find the streaming from all the other schools. It's worth sharing with your parents, fans, team, deepsouthsports.ca for all of your Deep South news and information. So Titans have the ball here. Van Middelkoop passing that in for them. Goes up top to Mackay. Mackay throws it away. I'm not sure what was going on there. And Jensen comes the other way. He tries to drop it to Horseman, who blew a tire, and so he was on the ground. And so Van Middelkoop had the right idea. His feet just started moving before he could get the ball down, and they called travel on him. And so it's going to be Rebels ball. So Titans now with a healthy lead. Just glad when every possession takes a little bit longer. Rebels working around top. They need some quick scoring. Horseman helps them with that, making a nice 3. Back to a 20-point game. Maybe Rebels have one more run in them for the end of this matchup here. Van Ralte back out to Van Middelkoop. He likes the look of it, and he makes it. The veteran senior, Matt Van Middelkoop, makes the deep 3. Really icing on the cake at this point. Stretches the lead back to 23, so an important basket. Well done, Van Middelkoop. Cooper now drives underneath. Titans should have never let him out of that jail. But they do, and now the ball goes around. Horseman tries to force it. He doesn't get the shot off. So they're going to put 1 second back on the shot clock. Rebels are going to get 1 second to get this. Coach calls special, which everybody in the gym knows it's an alley-oop to Leishman. I'm betting $100 to everyone listening. And there it is. Who could have guessed that the play called special is an alley-oop to the tallest guy on the floor with 1 second left? If you're watching, please send in your $100 to me. I think it's well earned. Mackay goes Steph Curry, puts it up, starts backpedaling before it's halfway there, and it's nothing but net. He stretches the lead to 24. Seneca goes in, the crowd's chanting travel, but it's not. Veenendaal picks up that rebound, goes up strong. Jensen doesn't like the call, but it's Veenendaal shooting for 2. Deke coming back in the game. He's feeling a little rested now, so he's ready to finish for us. Ref doesn't like his white shirt underneath. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe he doesn't like it that it has sleeves. Parents telling the ref he wore it all last game. Who knows? Could be the smell of it that they don't like. He was pretty sweaty earlier on. So maybe Mom has to trim the sleeves on that T-shirt to bring it back up to the uniform there. Rebels come down. Horseman takes a 3. Leishman with a nice rebound. He sure shoots it up high, but he misses this one. Titans tried outlet, takes some 3 passes to do it, but Mackay drives in now. He's going to feed it outside to Deke. Deke puts up the 3. It's a little bit short. Veenendaal gets the rebound, but he's tied together with Leishman. They're intertwined, and that turns into a foul. Benson Leishman, I'm giving him the most sportsmanlike player tonight. Really like his attitude, his engagement with the other team, and even there, just a bad break of the foul. He accepts it and he plays on. Well done, Benson. I like how he plays. This guy's going to be a Deep South All-Star, mark my words. So Veenendaal, Sir Dunk-A-Lot, is also a pretty good free throw shooter. He makes that, and he gets the Titans over 90 points now. Cooper in the corner, step back three, it's a little short. Horseman thinks he's going to sneak in and put one back. Veenendaal's having none of that, and he shoves it out. So now in the game, Thaddeus Winkler. We're going to get Veenendaal on the bench. We don't need him getting hurt last minute. Some Rebels coming in off the bench now. Jensen 2.0 coming in. Standing is there. And so they got some players. It's Standing inside. He's trying to go over Van Raalte. Can't do it. Makes a pass, and it's turned over. Now Mackay coming back the other way. Feeds it out to Deep. Drives middle. Yeah. As he went to go, just got caught on his left hand and took a couple of steps before he could get it down. And it's a travel. Hughes in for the Rebels now. Bullock, outside three-pointer. Sorry, that was Standing with the three-pointer. They get the rebound. Titans get the rebound, try and throw it out, but they're fouled. Brady Jensen with the foul. It's his first of the game, team fourth. So Titans staying clean here. We had a few guys in foul trouble, but they stayed clean and not going to be an issue here tonight on this warm December evening in Coaldale. Now Mackay getting a little extreme. That was about a 35-foot three-pointer. Actually looked pretty good, but it was a little heavy. Then Middlecoop tries his luck again. His is also heavy. Chad comes in, rebounds hard, but he gets an over-the-back foul. I actually really like that. He's coming in late in the game. He's got a few fouls to give. He wants to get on the scoreboard. He comes in hard and tries to get that rebound. Good work, Winkler. It's Nielsen out to Hughes. Hughes up top to Cooper. Cooper takes a look around, shoots it. Jensen picks up the rebound. Back to Cooper. Sends it over to Hughes. He tries his luck. Also looked good, but off the back of the room. Fourth possession, Standing. Titans falling asleep, giving them 4 rounds at the shooting gallery, and they finally put it away. So now Titans come down, Mackay inside out to Winkler. He really wanted that shot. Mackay really likes it, comes up short, goes to the Rebels. Cooper out wide, drives in, 2 big steps. Pause dribble, and 2 points. Titans. You'd think they'd just like to see a long possession here, but Winkler would like to see the 3, and he delivers. Canada Post might be on strike, but Winkler delivers, rain, snow, sleet, or shine. He's not going on strike anytime soon. Here he comes again. Chad, it's one-on-one against Cooper. And it gets checked out. I thought Winkler was seriously going to go coast to coast and throw it down, but just checked out at the last minute. Minute 39 left in this home opener for the Titans. Home fans been treated to a nice show. Nice scoring, good effort, a well-played game against a quality Rebel squad. They're working it around outside. Nielsen, coach, wants some shooting. So now we're finding ourselves time running out. Hughes down in the corner, goes inside, Standing. Back outside to Hughes, but he misses the three-pointer. Then Middlecoop gets the outlet. Mackay decides to settle it down for everybody. Now Darren Mackay drives into the corner of the key, pulls up for that 12-foot jumper. It's short. Nielsen with the rebound. Going the other way, it's Jensen. Jensen loses the handle, and it's D. Call alone. He gives it to Van Middlecoop. ends up in Rebel territory and Rebel hands. Hugh comes back the other way, had trouble handling it himself, turns it over. It's going to go back to the Titans. So now the Titans trying to kill out the last 33 seconds on the clock here, just working it around the horn. Colton, Van Dyke is out there, had a wonderful JV game, and now is in there to clean up this game. Winkler gets that rebound, puts it back up. He's going to go to the line for 2. So Thaddeus Winkler was a provincial champion in grade 9, took a break for a year. Maybe it was grade 10 he was a provincial champion. Took a year break, and now he's back. He's back on the floor doing the job and going for another provincial title with the Titans. Good looking free throw. Colton Van Dyke with a nice looking rebound there. Picks it up, goes up top, and now the Titans are going to kill the clock. So final score here tonight in Coaldale at Game 1 of the Deep South. It's the Coaldale Christian Titans 94 and the W.R. Myers Rebels 68. Thanks for tuning in, and you can head over to deepsouthsports.ca for tonight's score sheet and final results and results around the league. Have a great night.